Welcome back to my channel. If y'all would like to see me install this full lace wig, please keep on watching. Okay, so first off, hey y'all, I'ma just plug myself right here. If y'all would like one of these Raven Rene'e bonnets, go ahead and visit RavenRene'e.com and get you one. The oil I'm using is a mixture that I made myself. It's not actually wild growth. If y'all want to see a video on me make my own oil, please comment down below. So I just put that in between each of my braids and rubbed it in. I'm gonna turn around and show y'all how I braid my hair up. I don't leave nothing out. I'm slicking my edges back using the Got2BeGlued Gel in the black bottle, and this does turn my edges white, but don't worry about that because it doesn't affect the outcome of the overall look. So after placing that gel and combing it back with a rat tail comb, I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry that dry. This is very important. I do not use stocking caps. I use pantyhose. What you put on, ladies, what you put on under your little dresses or skirts. This is more sheer than a stocking cap, and it blends better with your skin. I use the plus size so it don't squeeze my head when I'm trying to put it on. And the color that I'm putting on today is nude. I usually go with tan, but you can also put makeup on it to make it blend better. I'm gonna take that Got2BeGlued freeze spray and spray around the perimeter so it can't stick to my head. When cutting this stocking cap, you want to make sure you get as close as possible to where you put the freeze spray at, so it's not any little stragglies or nothing left behind. I usually don't really mind because whatever is left over is pretty little, and I can just mold it down when I'm adding my glue. And as I stated before, I'm going to use makeup just to blend the cap better because this nude is a little light for my skin. Actual color of this foundation is a shade darker than my skin tone. As you can see behind the layer of Got2BeGlued freeze spray, it's just showing up lighter because of where the freeze spray is. But I also put it on my lace. Once I put the wig on, I'm just adjusting it to make sure that it's centered, and then I'm gonna see where I want to start laying my glue down. I wouldn't say go no more than 1/4 inch above where the cap ends because you don't want your wig sitting all the way on your forehead. But I always do my installs in 3 parts. I do the middle first, then I do both of the sides, and I add 3 layers to each section. Okay, so you want to make sure that that first layer is, or any layer is clear before you start adding more glue. If y'all look closely, that first layer, you could barely see it while I laid the glue before I start putting on this second coat. You want to do this because you do not want your glue clumping up or staying white because you didn't let it dry all the way, because it will show through the lace and mess up the whole install. Y'all gonna be mad. So this is my last layer for this front section, and then I'm gonna move on to the sides. Now I'm gonna just start laying the front section of my wig down where I put that glue. And throughout this whole process of you laying your lace down, you want to make sure that your wig is still centered. And then I just want to take a moment just to admire this lace. Like, this is a light brown lace, and I'm convinced that light brown lace and HD lace It's the same. But can y'all just see how blended this is? Like, and I didn't do nothing but add a little foundation. Like, you don't see no line, nothing. And I might have overplucked just a little bit, but we gonna fix that. I think it make it look more natural, actually. This is the first section of one of my sides, and I didn't show me adding all 3 of the layers because it's literally the same exact thing I did in the middle. So if y'all need to go back and rewind, y'all could do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 layers to this side also, and then move on to the other side. I didn't show this when I laid down the front section, but I do use my fingers to like kind of warm up the lace so the glue will melt more into my skin. And I also take the metal end of the rat tail comb just to make sure everything is pressed down into that glue. Do not press too hard because that glue will get dark for some reason. I really don't know, but I'm on my last side and I'm just showing y'all how I spread the first layer, and then again I'm gonna skip the other 2, but I do 3 in total for each section. Okay, so y'all can find these little bitty baby scissors at the dollar store. It come in a little pack with 3 things. It's usually either pink, green, or blue base with a clear top. It come with the baby file, the baby toenail clippers or whatever, and these scissors. These scissors are perfect because you want to make sure you is not cutting in a straight line. Some people use scissors and do zigzags, but these little scissors make it easier because it only cut a little part of the lace at one time. And all you need is this. You don't need to go in no zigzag motion and all that other stuff. So that's a little tip for y'all. Get y'all some little baby scissors for when y'all cutting y'all lace. And I'm just using those to cut off the excess lace that did not get laid down with the glue, especially one in the middle of my head, because my natural hairline, I do not have an eddy or widow's peak, whatever y'all want to call it. So I went ahead and cut off that little protruding part. So before I do anything like laying my little lace down or whatever with a scarf, I'm going to go ahead and take out a layer of hair for my baby hairs, just so it's separated from everything else. You can take out as much hair as you want or as little hair as you want. Now, I find that I like my baby hairs in the middle of natural and dramatic. So if you want dramatic, you want to do more baby hairs. If you want more natural, then you want to do less than what I'm doing. And right now, I'm taking my Got2BeGlued Freeze Spray and spraying that along the edges, like right in between the hair and the baby hair. There's separation right there. And you want to rub it in. Don't let it cake up because it'll have a white cast. Now, you do not have to do this stuff. Like, your hair should still be laid without this. But I find that it makes sure nothing is sticking up and it have your hair extra laid. So I'm going to take an elastic band and tie that down for a couple minutes until that dry. And then we going to move on. Now, I guess the elastic band, the tightness of it and the constriction of it, just have it, you know, melt into your skin. But, okay, so boom. Our install is looking, you know, pretty good if I do say so myself. I'm going to go ahead and make my part as deep as I want it. We're going to be doing a little side part for this full lace wig. And I'm going to take my hot comb that I got from Amazon, and I'm going to run that through just so the hair can be laying to one side. Okay, and you want to make sure any flyaways are taken care of. So I take a little holding spray. I usually switch between this Garnier Fructis one and the Got2BeGlued Free spray. And then I run a hot comb through it again, just so everything can stick. And I normally will part my hair and pluck it on one of my little canvas heads. But for me, I find that I don't know where I actually want my side parts until I put my wig on my head. So I leave most of the plucking until after I put my wig on. Now I'm going to comb out the edges or whatever freeze spray got on that. I'm going to loosen them up. And then I'm going to show y'all how I lay my baby hairs. I take those baby scissors again and cut my baby hair short about an inch, half an inch to an inch in between there. No longer than that unless you're doing like really dramatic baby hairs. And then I left my molding process in real time because no matter how long you've been doing baby hairs, it's like a trial and error every time. And it usually take me at least 10, 15, 20 minutes to get my baby hairs right. One swoop I do, then the next I'm like, I don't like the first swoop, so I go back. Like you will see me multiple times in this video go back and add more foam and change the swoops, add more hair, put less hair. So, you know, it's just, you got to manipulate it until you get it right. And you want to use a setting foam that does not have alcohol in it, because that alcohol will make that lace start lifting up. Okay. And then I don't know, y'all can also see this in real time that I'm being really gentle with these baby hairs. Like I'm not laying the comb all the way down, and when I'm following through with my finger, I'm being really soft and gentle. And like I'm not, it's like little strokes. I'm not swooping it the whole time and dragging the comb, because that will also make your lace lift. But it takes me a little while to get these baby hairs right. So since I left it in real time, I'm going to just let y'all sit back and watch how I do it. Another tip is that y'all see I keep going back and adding more foam. So this is crucial, again, for you being gentle and making sure that lace do not lift. Because the wetter the hair is, the easier it's going to be to manipulate. Now, I will say that I was more concerned with this left side looking perfect because that's where my side part is, and usually that hair is tucked back so you can see the baby hairs. On the right side, that's where the bang gonna be, so you really don't see the baby hair. So I was a little more laxed and lenient on how perfect those was. I just did two big scoops and then the sideburn for the right side, but I had to make sure the left side baby hairs was perfect. And I was also running low on time because me and my roommates was having a little movie night, and you know, I didn't have time to make sure the right side was perfect. Other than that, I probably would have spent another 10-15 minutes doing my baby hairs. Now that I finished my baby hair, I'm going to add some setting foam onto the side of my hair just to mold it so that it can lay better behind my ear after everything is styled. And I'm adding the elastic band one more time just so the baby hairs can dry in place. You know, I just eased in another little plug for my brand. So not only do I have the bonnets, but I have the satin scarves for your edges and stuff to tie it down. So if you would like one of these, go ahead and visit RavenRene'e.com. I have more stuff like clothing. You can get custom wigs, ready to ship wigs, all that. So before I style it, put any heat or anything on my hair, I run Bio Silk through it. It gives it a beautiful smell. It acts as a heat protectant, and it also gives it a shine for your finished results. So I'm gonna run that through all throughout the hair, and then I'm using, I believe, a 1.5 inch curling iron. If I'm mistaken, it'll be in the description box, the actual size of the barrel, but that's what I'm using. I'm putting some little curls in the hair so it's not just boring and flat. Okay, so I am basically done. All there is left is just to comb these curls out and to take off this satin scarf and this elastic band. I do comb out the little sides and stuff where I put that wrapping foam just so the hair is not that stiff right there. You can also do this for your baby hairs, but I didn't. What would make this look even better was if I would have added some layers to the bang. But that's basically it. If you would like to see more videos like these, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel.